guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we are taking a trip to the Lost Sea in Sweetwater, Tennessee. Let's go.
Stalagmites. Very easy way to remember the difference between those two. So stalactite will stick tight to the ceiling. Stalagmite might reach the ceiling someday. You guys see the formation there on the left? That's called a stalactostalagmite. That's when a stalactite and a stalagmite finally realize their dreams. Sadly, pointing out to you guys aren't going to be growing at all anymore. It's because they're inactive. Jumping sort of brownish gray color that they had. As soon as we get to the other side of this little hanging rock, a couple now smackable ones. You guys can see those fast if you stand over them. Not inside, by the way. Okay, so the big room that we're walking across right here is called the keel room. Don't worry, though, it's spelled K-E-E-L, not K-I-L-L. Nothing to worry about that. It's actually the third largest room that we have access to. About 600 feet long, 150 feet wide, and 35 feet from floor to ceiling on average. We call it the keel room because of the red keel plate. It makes a flooring through here. It also makes a flooring through the rest of the cave. There's several separations which come down into here. Scoop up to that red keel plate, it makes that butterbone. That will make butterbone pink and have the classic red bone color you can see sequence. Right around the stop almost as soon as it started, as I'm sure you can imagine about a boat doesn't necessarily smell of that wasn't fit, inside the barn. Many did eventually resort back to the tribe from that was making out that cave. The soldiers come into this cave and mine with potassium nitrate in the form of backwater, which if you guys didn't know, that's bathroom. So much stuff. We add that potassium nitrate to a leaching vat like this one, and then they pour boiling hot water over it. Dissolve out the nitrate, and the remaining liquid will drain through that trough there on the bottom and into that bucket on the end. That liquid is called mother's liquor. They can then add hot ash light to mix and boil it again. That will form shot feeder crystals around the edges of the bucket. Those could be scraped off and sent to refineries made into gunpowder for the war effort. So yes, in a way the Civil War was fought with that food. You guys coming up here on the left, you'll notice some names and dates. In the entire room that we're in right now, formed by a whirlpool of water coming from the direction we just came out of there. So that water into this chamber and swirl up, washing all the sediment and dirt that we won't see today. And eventually all that water would eventually go right back out there and move up far down below and come down as a lake. Of course, that's not the only thing out from this room up here. So you guys might be able to feel that draft, or, it might have felt it earlier. Right up through there is also the natural entrance. 143 rough clay steps on about a 45-degree angle. It's a nice walk by any means. It's why we blasted out the old tunnel for you guys. That room that the natural entrance is in is the second largest room that we have access to. It's had that. I can't take you guys into it. It's not super well. It's kind of sketchy in places. But it has been used for a lot of years. Back in the 40s, that room was home to a bar called the Tavern. That bar was big enough for 3 whole dance floors, 3 moonshine stills, and a live band on the weekends. Cool idea, right? Well, the thing is, patrons of that bar consume nearly 3 times the amount of alcohol that they could upon the surface just due to the atmospheric conditions of the cave. So moonshine would get trapped in the water, never went into their bloodstream and into the filthy effects of it. Many would, of course, assume they're being sold bad alcohol and start the storm right back up the natural entrance. Well, the higher they got, the higher they got. But of course, the legend has it. If you guys have been bad recently, you take a quick peek over inside the Devil's Hole. You'll see the face of the devil staring back at you. So I'm not going to be taking my chances, but you guys are welcome to it. Just meet me on the other side of this big open area here when you're done. Family Magnesium. Crystal Falls is actually the only visible access point for water down to the lake. So there are 2 more springs that we know of somewhere underneath the lake, but of course they're under the lake, so if everything goes according to plan, we'll be seeing those today. You guys, when we get down here by the waterfall, if you look right across the path from it, you'll see a moonshine still. It's one of the original 3 from the Cavern Tavern. Actually, it turns out to the left from here. So we moved one right down here so you guys can see it better. There's one we have up on display in front of the general store. It's currently being used as a flower pot. And of course the 3rd was still. So for all I know, it's still active somewhere. Just this one down here isn't active. It's not going to be free samples to help you guys make it back up the hill. But speaking of this hill, this is the steepest point in the cave. If you don't think that you can make it back up, that's one of the reasons we have these nice benches over here. You guys can wait behind. You'll be on your own for 20-30 minutes, but you will miss a lake and a boat ride. I do ask out if anyone plans on staying, they just let me know. Not being one to turn down an adventure, he crawled through it. When he fell out on the other end, he was standing in knee-deep water. Of course, his oil lantern wasn't bright enough to illuminate the entirety of the room he was in, so he bent down to the floor, balled up a bit of that clay, and threw that in every direction. Instead of hearing that hit a wall like he expected, all he heard was the splashes of that hitting the water. Of course, he knew he'd discovered something huge. He scrambled right back out and ran up to the town where he told everyone what he'd found. But sadly, no one believed him. It took him nearly 2 months to just finally convince his father to come down with him, but the thing was, when he first came down the area, he'd been experiencing a very severe drought. So the water level had been down significantly. When he came back to his father, that drought had long since ended. The water level had filled back up, covered the hole. All they found was a muddy puddle, back up about where we have the moonshine still now. Surface of the water to the ceiling at its highest point. Before we go any further in though, there are just a few boat rules I'd like to go over. Number one, this here's actually a floating boat dock. You guys step up on it, it's going to move and shift just a little bit in your weight. It's perfectly normal. It's meant to do that. Just don't panic. Number two, you guys brought anything down here with you that you would consider valuable? Any purses, cell phones, keys, sunglasses, flashlights, anything like that? Keep a tight grip on those. Anything like that falls into the lake and it's not kicking or screaming to get back inside the boat, I'm afraid I can't go after it either for you guys. And number three, as we are boarding the boats, there might be a small gap that forms between the boat and the dock. Just step over that, not into it. In it is a lake. It's a long, cold walk out of here when you're wet.
We are back. Hi, Vector. I just got back. I literally just got back. We've been out all day. It was neat. I really liked it. It was kind of like a Ruby Falls kind of thing, but you know, it's a complete different. Yes, hi, Beck. A whole different thing. So there's just so much, I don't even know where to start. So, like, I just got back, I just touched up my face just a little bit, not a lot, because I am planning on taking this off. So, once you go into the cave, like, you can tell that the cave was worked on a little bit, and the pathways, more than, like, Ruby Falls looks like it wasn't touched, as much as the cave was. Trail wise, I like Ruby Falls Trail better, but like getting on the water and doing all the other stuff was super cool. I hope I did provide enough for you guys to be like, hey, do I like this, do I not like this? But I never like to just film everything, so I don't just spoil everything for everybody. So the tickets were a little pricey, but it was still a good tour. The tour takes about an hour and 15 minutes. Going down, it's slippery. It's a bit slippery. It's a little bit more slippery than a Ruby Falls tour. Like, I thought it was going to be roughly about the same thing, but not really. Even if you are not like a whole Civil War history kind of fan, I think going to stuff like this really like opens your mind up. Like it was crazy. I didn't film a part where my writing is so off, where he turned off all the lights, our tour guide turned off all the lights, and he said this is how it was, like before anybody touched it, this is how it was back then. And it was completely pitch black, and I thought that was so crazy. It was just so cool, and just like, I just feel like no one ever stops to think about that. And I know they have this wild tour experience thing where you go through where the cave had not been touched. I know that people say it's really claustrophobic, it's really tiny, you're gonna get dirty, you need to have like a headlamp, you need to bring a sleeping bag, and all this other stuff, but we clearly didn't do that. And again, it's like super tiny. I think you have to be like really small or really like young to do that. But it was nice. I liked it. But going up is really steep. It's so steep. When you go out from the waterfall, it's really steep. The first hill is. I mean, I am so out of shape. I was breaking a dang, so it was crazy. But as far as clothing wise, I wore kind of the same thing I wore to the Ruby Falls. Again, I do have pictures that I will be showing after the video, just like and all the other videos that I've done going places. I just wore this, just a short sleeve shirt. I had tights on, and I did have my white Converse on, but it is slippery, so if you do have like non-slip shoes, I think that would be better. There was people that were wearing flip-flops. I don't know why, and they have slipped a few times, but don't wear flip-flops. And I did bring a windbreaker with me just in case, but I think it felt really good down there. It's about 58 degrees in the cave, but we keep moving. They do have rest spots though. You can rest but they said that you'll miss the boat ride and all that other stuff. But going up, we did take a few rests, like a minute or like 30 seconds. But I'm just out of shape. Like you guys might not be tired, but it is a really steeper way up. You do take a 10-minute boat ride in the water. I think it like goes 2 miles out. I don't know, I think. And I do know that the deepest part is, I don't think I really got it because it was dark and I didn't want to flash and you know, like disturb others. But the deepest part is 70 feet. I was just stopped. I don't know where I just stopped. I was stopped. My phone is dying, but I really want to get this part done because I really want to get this video up tonight. It probably is, so if you're watching this, hi. So it's 70 feet, and like you can still look in the water and you can see the rocks that have fallen down, even though it's super deep. The fish that are in there, they said it was they were put in the water, and one of the pictures that I showed was a fish. His name is Trevor. That was the biggest fish that was ever in the water. But he died, and he was 16 pounds. That's crazy. And I put my hand in the water as soon as we went into the boat. And apparently you're not supposed to do that. They said something after that, like later when we were towards all the fish. I said, don't put your hands in the water. The fish have teeth. And looking at Trevor's mouth and the little statue that they had, their teeth are pretty sharp. The water is really cold though, like when I touched it. So, but don't touch the water. You don't want to get bit. And I thought getting in the water was going to be scary, but it isn't scary. It doesn't really wobble. The deck wobbles. It's like a wobbly deck, but they're supposed to do that. But like I was still terrified, like to turn around and stuff. But you know, I got some pretty good shots, and it's nice and it's relaxing, and I liked it. I think it was really it was worth it, and I just feel like I love going on just things. So I did this for my birthday, and it was either going to be this, or it was going to be Wonderworks, or the aquarium. And I've never been to the Lost Sea Adventure, and I really wanted to go somewhere that I haven't went. So this is where we went, and then afterwards we went to eat at this place called Fat Hats Grill. It's kind of like Waffle House or like a Wishbone kind of place. It has like burgers and chicken and stuff like that, and hot dogs. And the people were really nice. And then afterwards we went and got some Baskin Robbins, and we just had a good time. I liked it. And of course, you guys know that I had to grab my goodies, so I'm gonna show you that at the end of this video. But we're gonna get down to like all the facts and rules. So the virus is obviously still out, so they did have a pretty large group, even though the virus, like, I know how people are just like, oh, like a minimum kind of thing, but we had a large group. The masks aren't required, but they would like you to have them. There is about like 3 different little gift shops down there. We only went to 2 of them, but I only purchased from one area, which is the one in the lobby. Tickets are, right now, they are like $26.97 after tax, and passport I think was a little pricey, but before tax they are $22. I just felt like they should be $22, and that was it. But it was a good tour. It was nice. I liked it, and I did learn a lot. The cave is about 3 miles, I think that's what they said, or 3.4 miles, something like that. But it is, again, I said it was slippery. Yes, I said it was a little slippery. And there is the, oh my god, Vector just fell. Okay, I'll get you in a second, buddy. There is, I lost my spot. That was the first place people have made moonshine, and you guys saw one of the moonshine machines in a video or a picture. I forgot what I took, and I'm surprised my phone lasted through all of that. It was on the edge of dying, so it's about to die. But it was nice. And like, even if you are not a history person, I think I covered this, but even if you're not, I just feel like going to this it's not about what you like, it's like what you discover and what you see. It's just like changes your mindset, and it was a fun experience, and I really liked it, and you guys should go check it out yourself. And yeah, so this is what I got from the gift shop. It is a cute little bear. I know you guys were probably expecting a snow globe, because that's what I usually get, but they didn't have a snow globe. So, but I really wanted something that said like Lost Sea, because usually like little gift shop, they usually have like the same thing, like little rocks or little keychains or keychains with your name on them or stuff like that. But I really wanted something that said Lost Sea on it. So I got this bear. They did have a shirt attached to it, but I just wanted the bear, and the girls that were next to me just wanted the shirt. So it was originally $22, but it was discounted for $12.99, and so we split the price, and she got the shirt and I got the bear. So I thought that was a cute deal. And then I also got this bracelet with a starfish inside of it as a gift, and the pink is glittery as well. They did have it in blue. They also did have like one that had a flower in it, and then others that had spiders in them, but when I saw this it was cute, and so I did get it as a gift. And like, this is what I was talking about, what I saw usually at other gift shops, but I do think it is really, really cute, and I am excited to wear it. But that is it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. It was a lot of fun. Again, I hope you guys decide to go look at the tour yourself. Again, I didn't include everything just for you guys to go check it out yourself, and I didn't want to ruin the experience. But that is it for this video. I love you guys, and I'll see you guys in the next video, because this video is over.